welcome to a very special Shifty Crab News Break where I have been left all on my lonesome. Now before we think about world domination, why don't we take a look at this week's biggest gaming news. Sony has 25 first-party games currently in development and over half of them are new IPs. This comes from Brendan Sinclair over at gamesindustry.biz where they write, PlayStation Studios head Herman Hulst today told the outlet that Sony currently has more than 25 PS5 games in development. What's more, Hulst said that half of those games are new intellectual properties. Now we know Sony came under a little bit of scrutiny this year with their apparent focus on blockbuster titles. But if Herman's being honest, and this means that there are 12, 13 brand new IPs from Sony, I think that that's a decent amount of games, especially since my backlog is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and all my time is now going to be spent on Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3, which is out today, so I hope you're playing and enjoying. Oh Shep, how much I have missed you, and I cannot wait to start playing. Do you think 12 or 13 brand new IPs is enough, or do you think that Sony is still focusing a little bit too much on those blockbuster franchise games? Let us know in the comments below. Next, we move over to E3 news. Yes, E3 is just around the corner. So get your mince pies out, write your list, get yourself in bed early, and... No, I think I'm getting a little bit confused there. Anyway, we finally have more information on E3 and how it's going to work this year. And this comes from Matt Purslow over at IGN. The ESA has provided the first details about how people will access the all-digital E3 2021 event. Gaming fans across the world will be able to attend E3 via an online portal and mobile app. Opening next month, the online portal and app will allow users to visit virtual booths for each exhibitor, which will feature videos, written articles and special events. These will be the locations to find key announcements and game information from each publisher. Vitally, this will be the place where the E3 live broadcasts will be held, accompanied by an interactive overlay that will provide viewer polls, featured tweets and other elements. This broadcast will be hosted by the E3 2021's lineup of gaming personalities. Now, I know nothing will replace the real thing, but do you think that this is a good middle point? Or do you not care about any of this and you just want to see the presentations? Let us know. Either way, I cannot wait for June the 12th to come around, where we all sit down and open gifts and roast chestnuts on an open fire and... Oh, well, it's happened again. Never mind. Next, I have an announcement to make. I am in love. It wasn't planned, it just sort of happened. It was love at first sight, but I just can't resist that cosmic red and midnight black. Yes, of course, I'm talking about Sony's new DualSense controller colour scheme. And it's a thing of beauty. Joe Screbbles over at IGN Sony have revealed the new midnight black and cosmic red editions of the PS5 DualSense controller, and they'll be released in June. Announced on the PlayStation blog, the new controllers continue the two-tone approach of the original white DualSense, with Cosmic Red adapting a red and black look and the Midnight Black offering a subtler black and grey approach. Both controllers will go on sale next month, but release dates will vary by region. In the US, you can pre-order with PS Direct in time for a June 11th release, with the Midnight Black controller coming in at the standard $69.99 or £59.99, but Cosmic Red costing a little more at $74.99 or $64.99 respectively. It's not clear what causes the difference in price, but in the UK they will arrive on June the 18th and can be pre-ordered at Game. I want them both, but do I need them? Yes I do, for reasons. But will you be grabbing one of these when they release, or do you think it's a bit too pricey for a new controller? But if you are going to get one, which colour are you going to go with? Or are you going to get both? Let us know. And finally, Nintendo cannot make enough consoles to meet demand at the moment, and it will probably continue. Yes, Nintendo's Switch train just keeps on going, and doesn't look like slowing down anytime soon. Last week they announced massive sale figures for the last fiscal year, and it doesn't look like it's changing at any time. Now, there's a lot of factors going into why, and they can't meet demand, and Joe Screbbles, again from IGN, gives us some more information. Nintendo is currently unable to make enough Switch consoles to meet demand, and is becoming more uncertain about its production plans for the coming year amid a global semiconductor shortage. In a Q&A with investors, company president Shuntaro Furukawa explained, "Demand for hardware continues to exceed our expectations, even after the beginning of this calendar year, and production has currently not caught up with this high demand due to the tight supply and demand situation for semiconductor materials worldwide. Semiconductors are used in almost all computing devices and have seen shortages since last year. Among other things, they're used in the chip that power all of the major consoles." Furukawa was asked about the company's goal to ship 25.5 million Switches in the new financial year amid that situation, and it sounds like a somewhat hopeful number. He goes on to say, "Although we are currently striving to produce as many units as possible, the fact is that our production plans are more uncertain than they were at the beginning of the previous fiscal year. Our full year sales plan is based on the premise that we can secure the materials necessary for production. But if we are unable to produce more units, we will work hard to meet the strong demand and to be able to ship and sell those units." I would say that this is not a bad problem to have, and that you can't meet demand. Better than the opposite. Have you got a Switch, or are you planning on getting one soon if you can? Or will you wait around for the rumoured Switch Pro? Let us know. Well, people, that's it. We made it. Well done to us. Join us next Wednesday for the Shifty Crab podcast, and then back here next Friday for more News Break. I have been Adam, you have been you, and as always, just remember, stay shifty.